Does your body have to make you sick in order to take a load off or to relax? Perhaps you think that sounds a little crazy, that your body would make you sick in order to relax. But think about it. When do you get to take a load off? When do you get to ask for help? When do others step in for help? Satnam, this is Shiv, the Feel Better Coach, and I am standing in my naked truth in the shower, sharing that with you and talking today about what our bodies will do in order to get us to do what we need. So quite often when we're driven, and I'm sure that you are, that's why you're tuning in, we're driven, we've got a lot to do, we've got a lot of responsibilities, there's a lot of people looking to us as well as ourselves, that it just seems impossible to lighten the load. But sometimes it just gets to be just a little too much. Or maybe your body's taking you through, like for me, I would get through the deal. I wouldn't be sick during the deal. But we come to closing, and boy, the next day was like, the next day would be like I'd been hit by a truck, right? You go, can you relate to that feeling that literally you wake up and all of a sudden your adrenaline, everything that was keeping you going is now saying, I need to retreat. And of course you're going to say, we don't have time. And so your body's going to say, okay, babe, I'm going to make time. If you won't listen to what you need, I'm going to drop you. And that's what the universe and the body do. They do it together. They drop you. The time when you think you don't have time is often the time that you will find yourself somehow, some way, flat on your back and able to do not only the thing that you thought you needed to do, but probably a lot of your daily life. Perhaps even taking a shower now becomes a chore. That's my acid test for how well I'm feeling. How much work do I consider taking a shower? So when you're sick, taking a shower can seem like a day event. Like, I took a shower today. It's 3 o'clock and I finally took my shower. Because when you're sick, it's hard work to do everything else. So what if it's not just because you're sick that you can't do everything else, right? That's just the symptom. That's just what it looks like. But what if we turn that inside out? And what if we say, perhaps, just perhaps, you're getting sick so that you can have the rest that you need. And of course, it's not exactly the rest that you need or the rest that you would prefer, but your body needs you to stop, and you won't. And when you won't stop, it will stop you. We call it taking the break, or the break will take you. It's a lesson that I was very hard-headed in learning, and even now I still get invitations because that's what life is like. So this often happens either at, say, at the end of a deal like with me, or you can be going towards a goal and you can be doing really well, and all of a sudden, pow, you hit a brick wall, you fall down, and you don't want to get back up, and you think, that's it, I failed. So if you've been watching me, last week I was here going, yay, I did it, 2 weeks of running. You're not going to get that from me this week. I'm already going to tell you, ain't no running in my week this week because I have an Achilles heel, Achilles tendon injury that is immensely painful. And yes, I'm icing it, I'm compressing it, I'm elevating it, and I'm taping it, and most importantly, resting it, and not taking this as a failure at all. I mean, I've learned so much about the Achilles tendon in the last 2 days, and even with our massage background that we both have, you know, there's always room for more. So I could look at this as, oh my God, I was just doing so good. I was so good. I was almost there. And now I've got to go back to the beginning. I've got to start again. The truth is, we never get to start again. We never go back to where we once were. Once opened, we can never contract back to where we were. We may contract back, but not as far. So open to out here, and even if we can contract back to here, we're still growing from here to here, right? And then we can contract again, and then we can expand again, and then we can contract, and we can expand, and we can contract. And through this expansion and contraction, this falling down and getting back up, in another language, we grow, right? So for me, push through, because I know I can push through. Well, you know what? Pushing through doesn't get us there. I know that now. If you can push through, bravo. Question is, can you allow? Because when you allow, so much more goes through. If you want to put up a barrier and try and push, then something's going to push against you, and there will always be a force greater than you. You are a great force, but there will always be a force greater than you. So going back to my ankle, this week is a week to think about what else I can do, think about what other areas I might need to rest my mind in, and what invitations this is giving me, and to learn more about it, and to take this as part of the process, because falling down is part of the process. Okay, so getting back to that original question, is your body making you sick in order to slow down? Is there another way that you can allow the breaks to happen without taking it to the very extreme of your body causing you a halt? Can you hear those messages earlier? Think of it like this. This physical pain that stops us begins as an emotional call to action, right? It's our soul emotional call for us in our physical body to do something. And when we don't hear it, it knocks a little bit louder and a little bit louder. And the way that it does that is by manifesting in pain, because you're not listening to anything else. You're not listening to the fact that you don't have time or that you're too busy, because that's how life is. So your soul has to get to you in a different way. Your body has to get to you in a different way. And it does it with pain. And the next thing you know, boom, you're in so much pain, you can't do anything. You've got no bloody choice. The other interesting thing about that is, though, that the world will continue to spin. It will be okay. It might be messy, and it might not be the chosen way, but you'll get through it, and it will be okay. And then you can see, how are you behaving? Are you really running yourself so ragged that your body has to create a reason for you to lighten your load? Is there a way that you could start lightening your load, saying no to some external things so that you can take care of some things you need to take care of, and keep your life more in a harmony and flow, so that your body doesn't have to take you out when it decides enough is enough? I'd love to know your thoughts on this one. What does your body do? How does it invite you to know what it's feeling and what's going on with it, and what actions you need to take? Leave your answer down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so that you can get more of these videos. And of course, if you'd like to holler with your dollar and support this channel and the videos that we do and the work that we do, you can do that with the card. It's either up here or up here. And you can support us with $1 or more. How far can your dollar go? Well, we'd like to show you. We think very, very far. Just let us have it first. This is Shiv, the Feel Better Coach. It is warm in here, and the light is just going, I don't know, I can imagine what it's doing while you're watching it. I just seem to keep getting flooded in this amazing warm light. So may warm light flood through your life, and may you do the things that make you feel better, because life's better when we feel better. Much love to you. Sat down.